The anti-US and strong pro-China president of South Korea, Moon Jae-In, also revealed his true identity as a he revealed his anti-US sentiments and ideologies when he ordered replacing all of South Korea's Korean government's communication device computer systems, the platforms, which were equipped in most part with Samsung Electronics and US Intel products, because Samsung is a Korean company and Intel is a US company, to replace all those electronic parts in the South Korea's government communication systems computers with China's Huawei's corporation's electronics and computers at a very rapid pace recently, in direct protest to the U.S. diplomatic effort to advise and warn all our allied nations to stop buying and using Huawei's products in their government's computer systems because of the highly suspected practice of secretly embedding a hacking technology called backdoor in countlessly many microchips mounted on circuit boards in computing systems they exported to many naive countries that bought Huawei's computer systems. China was caught red-handed while using the backdoor technology to steal from those naive purchasing countries intellectual properties and even their national security secrets stored on their communication computer systems in their government buildings that had Huawei's computer chips with the backdoor technology, hacking technology embedded in them. There's even a strong speculation floating around throughout South Korea that President Moon Jae-In even secretly invited Huawei's aerospace and defense engineers and many electrical engineers who are associated with working for the companies that are associated with Huawei of China to hack into Avionics box on board F-35 fighter jets Korea recently purchased from the US, or at least he has suggested the idea of hacking and stealing F-35 fighter jets technology, the idea of it, to Xi Jinping of China. I strongly believe that for the U.S. national security and the security of the whole world, especially in the region surrounding the Korean Peninsula, President Trump needs to reconsider the sales of F-35 fighter jets to South Korea's crafty and evil anti-U.S. President Jae-In. Because he already has revealed himself as a channel of theft for China to steal all sorts of the U.S. security secrets and intelligence informations and intellectual properties. For instance, back in 2017, North Korea hacked into South Korea's Department of Defense computer network and stole a bundle of South Korea's military secrets, including military war strategies the U.S. and South Korea's military jointly devised and kept in the Korea's national defense system computer. These were wartime strategies and tactics that are devised and put together to be used in times of possible North Korean aggression. That could happen anytime. I personally think and believe very strongly that the evil and crafty president of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, allowed North Korea to hack into South Korea's defense computer network by intentionally making it vulnerable to North Korea's constant streams of cyber attacks, such theft of military secrets never had happened during his predecessors' regimes in South Korea. But it started to happen after he stepped into his power in 2017. Why all of a sudden this kind of theft occurs? Why all of a sudden this kind of theft of military secrets that South Korea and U.S. and the U.S. Troops devised together started to happen after President Moon Jae-in came into power? Isn't that a good question? Yeah, it's a really good question. You know, President Trump needs to take a look at that. Look at the whole scenario. Why all of a sudden, after Moon Jae-in stepped into power in South Korea, North Korean hackers began to hack into South Korean defense system computer and start stealing all the top secret military strategies and tactics, and steal the technologies, military technologies. It's a good question, heck of a good question. If President Trump looks at the whole scenario of what's happening in South Korea, since the evil and crafty president of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, stepped into power, he could tell President Moon Jae-in he rendered himself to be a major funnel or channel of theft to steal, for China to steal all the intellectual properties and military technologies and even secret military strategies and tactics, wartime tactics, to be used in the time of possible war started by aggression by North Korean big fat ugly pig. So please, Mr. President, if you're watching this video of mine, please take a look at what's happening in Korea. Why all of a sudden the theft of military information, technologies, and secret wartime strategies are being stolen into China, into Xi Jinping's hands? Good question. You have to find out answer to that question, Mr. President. I beg you. I noticed I've been talking almost for 30 minutes again in this segment, so I'm going to end it right here. And then I'm going to come back later to resume recording segment number 4 of this bombshell revelation. Thanks for watching. We'll be back after a short break. Thank you.